Hey y'all. So y'all already know the routine. Come on in. Come on in. We're gonna have this conversation about I laugh now, I was crying then. The habit that I had that made my hair fall off. So come on in. As you come in, say, hey, let me know you're there. Y'all know I need to check and make sure I am where I think I am because I just never know. So come on in. Good morning. What's today? Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, y'all. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Yeah, there I be. So as you come in, I'm using StreamYard, guys. So if you are not familiar with StreamYard, click the link up in the wherever the thing is and go and make sure you like their page and all of that good stuff because that will allow me to pop up your comments and things like that. So come in. I see somebody on here. I can't see who it is just yet. Let me know you're there. Say hey. Give me a deep southern hey. I'm excited to have this conversation. So some of you saw my post a couple days ago, I guess, maybe sometime last week. First of all, last week was a lot of week in my week. It just was. It was a whole lot of week in my week. I had some things that happened that were unexpected. But we here. We all right. We made it. We good. So going back to that post, I was like, I've been a little quiet. I've been a little bit quiet. And it's because I've been in the lab. I've been working on something. And now I can talk about it. So, first of all, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Tarkessa Colvin. I am the founder and CEO of Influence Now Media. That is a family of companies that includes a publishing company, a TV and film production company, a consulting firm, and an author brand. Yeah, we out here. We taking over. Oh, we taking over the media. So here's what I want you to know about the work that I do. It's real life for me. Um, when I'm talking to you today about my hair falling off, it's real life. I've been building businesses for, I don't want to tell my age, but I've been building businesses for a while. And one of the things that I will tell you is that I didn't always do a good job of building myself while I built my business. I was doing all the things. I was wearing all the hats. And y'all, that ain't the fashion statement that you want to make. Oh, hey, I see you. That is not the fashion statement that you want to make, wearing all the hats in your business. And just doing all the things and being in all the places, like it gets to be too much. I said it in the little description, like, oh, I just love going to meeting after meeting after meeting, like said no one ever. Like we all remember the meme where it was like, Annalise from How to Get Away with Murder. And she was like, it's like when the meeting could have been an email. Like it could have been an email. Like that is frustrating. And that was something that I was doing. I was packing my calendar with meetings for this and that and the other. And I was really micromanaging. I was micromanaging the team that I brought on to do the things that I needed to get done. But it was these other two things that I'm going to share with you that really not only impacted the health of my business, but it impacted my physical health and my well being. So, the first thing, and like I said, as you come in, say, hey, let me know you're there. Let me know you can see me and hear me and all that good stuff. The first thing, though, was this. I was in super CEO mode. Like, give me a cape tied around my neck. I was super CEO. Like, I was doing it all. Even though, like I said, I had brought people on to do certain things, being in super CEO, I had told myself, I was like, nobody else can do this thing that I do, right? Whatever the skill set is. For me, it was like pulling, information out of people to help them actually reach their goals and turn it from a dream or a wish to a whole plan. Um, and I had told myself, like, you're a super CEO. Nobody can do that. When in reality, if I had just sat down and documented my processes, my team could have been a lot more helpful than they were. And I can be honest and tell you that I ran off some good people, like good VAs, good project managers, all of these people, because they were like, you're not using me. Like, I don't feel good. And thank God for their integrity. I don't feel good taking your check and you're not using me. You're not letting me help you. So that was one thing. That super CEO, and we all do it, ladies, specifically, because all I know about is being a lady. So, ladies specifically, we do it. We're super mom, we're super wife, we're super this, we're super that, and we'll pour that same bad habit. We'll take that into being a CEO. Being a super CEO is not, that's not ideal. There's no such thing. There's no such thing as a super CEO as I'm describing it, meaning that, oh, nobody else can do the thing that I do. Nobody else can teach the thing that I teach. Nobody else can blah, blah, blah. Like, that's not true. If you document your processes, you can have a whole team of people supporting you doing the thing. But I didn't do that. And it was ego. It was pride. It was control, wanting to hold on to, the thing, whatever that task is, and make sure that's not ownership. Being a control freak is not ownership. That's not what that is. And we will tell ourselves that, and I'm telling you from personal experience, we will tell ourselves that whole thing. So yeah, I was in super CEO mode, and that had me wearing multiple hats for longer than I needed to. Because here, let me go back. I get being in survival mode and being in startup mode and all of that. But you're only supposed to be in those modes where you're wearing those multiple hats. Hey, Tish, where you're wearing those multiple hats for 1 to 3 years, maybe 5 years max. Maybe 5 years max. So think about this. If you're wearing 6 hats, think about how silly that sounds. Like if I were to come on screen, I can't even get it on my hair. But if I got on like 6 hats, then the hat I really want to wear doesn't fit. That's how we've been operating in our business. And I know it seems simple, but we're wearing the IT hat, we're wearing the designer hat, we're wearing the receptionist hat, we're wearing all of the hats. And then the thing that we need to focus on, which is creating the vision for your business, we don't even get to do that because we're doing all of the things because we're in super CEO mode. Like, that's not a thing. That ain't hot, as the kids say. Tish, do the kids still say that ain't hot? That tickled me. So the second thing is, oh my gosh. So first thing was I was in first thing is I was in super CEO mode, and that made my hair fall off. Not out, off. Like, it was bad, y'all. My husband was like, where is it coming from? Because you still got a lot of hair. And I was like, don't worry about that. Let's just be grateful that it looked like something, right? But he was like, it's a lot. I would have handfuls of hair. And when I get stressed, I would have handfuls of hair that would come out. So from being a super CEO, and the second horrible habit was I wouldn't unplug for fear of FOMO. Like, I was so scared I was going to miss the sale, or somebody was going to message me and want to know something about something, and I wouldn't be there. And then that would look bad on my, it would reflect poorly on my brand. Like, we weren't present for people who wanted information, when all I had to do was allow the people I had brought onto my team to do their job and create the systems that was needed. So I had straight FOMO, straight fear of missing out on business. And it was my fault. I could not blame anybody else. My lack of balance between my business and my personal, my hair falling off, y'all, falling off. It was my fault. And so that's not a beat me up moment. What I am saying is I had all of the things available to me to prevent this from happening, and I did just the opposite. So what I'm sharing with you today is so you can not do that, but do this instead. Don't get into super CEO mode. You can't do it all. Like, you have the vision for the business, and there's something you are extraordinary at. And it's a talent, it's a skill, it's a God-given gift. But you don't even get to do that because you're back on the back end trying to build a funnel for 6 hours. When if you had operated in your actual gift, how many people could you have impacted in 6 hours with your gift that you're good at? Like, how many lessons could you have written? How many people could you have actually scheduled calls with over the 6 hours? And I'm not even saying having a call an hour, but hear what I'm saying. How many people could you have positively impacted if instead of wearing those hats that you shouldn't have been wearing, you put on your CEO hat and did what you were supposed to do anyway? Okay, so I'm going to share this, and Tish is my witness. Relapses happen. Relapses happen. Sometimes even today, I can get off into super CEO mode and I look up and it's midnight. Everybody in the house sleep, even the dogs, even the cat. And I'm like, what happened? Where did the time go? And it's because maybe I didn't have my schedule locked down for the day. I wasn't intentional of my time, or I let something or someone hijack my calendar. Have y'all ever had that? Somebody come in your inbox and like, hey, let's hop on a call right quick. And you're like, okay. And you start trying to fit them into things. And so things shift. And it's usually the things that you had scheduled for you. Like, you know what? I'm going to be done at 3 or I'm going to be done at 4. And so all of those things shift because you shove something into your calendar that wasn't there. That's not a boss move. You have to check the energy around that. I said a post a couple days ago about over yesing. It's a habit. It's a bad habit. So when I have people that come into my inbox or send me an email and say, hey, let's hop on a call or blah, 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 or just call me and blah, blah, blah. I have to take a step back. No, it is okay to tell somebody, let me circle back around to that when they're requesting your time, talent, and your treasures. It's okay to say, let me step back. Let me circle back around. And then you assess your calendar and your bandwidth. As a CEO, you have to consistently assess your bandwidth. You are the brains and the heart of your company. So if those things get taxed, who holds the vision for your business? Who holds the heart, the intention for your business if those things get stressed out? So I don't know who needed that, but take that. You need that. So when I had a relapse the other day, let me tell you what it cost me. It didn't cost me a lot of time, but it did cause some frustration for the people that I serve. So I was on the back end of one of the systems that we use. I had no business back there. I don't know nothing about that. And I was like, oh, I'm just going to clean up this such and such. I don't even know why I thought I should do that when all I had to do was ask somebody, assign it to somebody. So I'm back there and I hit a button. And as soon as I hit the button, the big red button, I knew it was a problem. I eliminated everybody on the database. Everybody had membership access? Just not anymore. And I was like, I probably shouldn't have done that. I probably shouldn't have been in here in the first place. Right. And so later that day and then into Saturday, I started giving people like, hey, I can't log in. And I'm like, see what had happened was. So what happened was, like I said, I didn't have any business in there. I had to enlist the people who designed the databases and all of that. They had to do extra work because I was somewhere I didn't have any business being. I relapsed. And so while it didn't cost me anything as far as, my time, it's kind of embarrassing. I laugh a little bit. Tish was all up. She was like, why are you even bothering that? Like, that's not even your area. Why would you click on that? I don't know. I have no idea. But trying to be Miss IT, you're right. Trying to be Miss IT. Oops, my bad. But what if it had been something bigger? Like, what if I had deleted payments? What if I had, I don't have any business in doing none of that. I have no business doing that. What if it had been bigger than it was? And so it did give me some perspective. So here's my question to you. If you are in super CEO mode and you are dealing with the weight, because it's a whole weight of not unplugging for FOMO, what is it actually costing you? So see, it cost me my hair. I was not at my cutest because I wasn't getting any sleep. And so if I'm not sleeping and even my hair falling out, that means I'm not eating and drinking I'm not doing those things, my basic human needs. I am not taking care of me. How am I effectively taking care of this business? If you don't remember the last time you drank some water, some water. If you don't remember the last time you drank water, how do you think you are juggling all of the things and all of the tasks in your business? I shared the other day, and again, I giggle. I used to laugh at my mom. We were rushing out the door. She didn't have on any pants. And that was funny for years until it was me. And I came out And I'm like, yeah, we're going to go to a thing. And I have my shirt. And my husband was like, what kind of outing you think we're doing? But having so many things on your mind because of that fear of FOMO, that you're going to miss out on a sale or somebody going to inquire and ask you to speak and you're not going to respond immediately. Like, that's not CEO movement. CEOs understand the value of their time and the importance of their calendar. You got to embrace that. And the third thing is stop touching stuff. Don't take it from me. Don't be like me. You could, what if you were back there trying to do something on your website? You took your whole website down. Now people really can't contact you. And it has nothing to do with the fact that, oh, you didn't answer immediately. They can't find you. You back there trying to build a funnel and be an IT person and make these pages connect and blah, blah, blah. And that's not your area. Utilize your team, utilize your calendar, take care of your personal being. Because without that, your business isn't going to flourish because you won't be here. Nobody is trying to build a business that's going to take them out. That's not the goal. So, with that, I have to tell y'all this. I'm so excited. I can't contain myself. Look, I'm like a little kid at Christmas. So I told you guys I was in the lab and I have been working. And so one of the things, hold on, let me take my sip of water. See, this is my proof that I be drinking water. So when my accountability partners be like, did you drink water? I'll be like, yeah, check the video. I got footage. Yeah, I got proof. So I told you guys I was in the lab. And what we have been working on is simply this. It is a resource that we are calling the Whole CEO Mastermind. Whole, WHOLE, as in your whole person. Why? Because you are a whole person. Having a business vision, having dreams, goals, financial desires, and all of that does not negate the fact that you're a person. You are a person with a husband, children. It may just be you and you got big children. It may just be you and your dogs, but you're a whole person. You're a whole person. You have business and you have personal needs. And for a really long time, business has been really high on the list and personal has been really low on the list. On more occasions than not, you have shown up hard in your business. You were sick. You might have even had COVID. And you still pulled yourself together because you had to deliver this. You had to do this thing. You've been doing this for at least 3 years. How much longer do you think you can do this? So this is who the whole CEO Mastermind was created for. That person who accidentally created a job instead of building the business empire they desire. The person who been like, I'm gonna quit, but it's their own business. The person who is feeling like they're closer to burnout than they are breakthrough. That's who we created it for. Why? Because I've been there. Check my receipts. You can go back. I shared the story. I walked away from a whole 6-figure business because I was like, couldn't get my blood pressure together. Like, that's not a joke. Hair falling off, couldn't get my blood pressure together. I wasn't sleeping well. Like, something had to give. And it was like, shut the doors, figure it out. So I created the resource that I needed then because I know you need it now. I'm just saying. That's what we're doing. And I know you hear the term mastermind a lot. And masterminds are amazing. They are. They put you in a room, in a community of people who are working toward the same goal as you. There's nothing like that. One of the masterminds I was in, I met some of my closest biz besties. And I could talk to them about anything. I could talk to them and let them know what I was going through in my business and physically, because they understood how hard I was working. But here's the thing about most masterminds. Most masterminds only focus on the one situation. I'm not going to say issue, but situation you're trying to rectify. So maybe it's a sales mastermind. Maybe it's a coaching mastermind. Maybe it is maybe it is a funnel mastermind. I laugh because that is not my jam. But it focuses on the one thing and totally negates the person that you are. It focuses on the doing and not the being that you are. And so that is why the whole CEO Mastermind was created. We want to give you tools and resources so the doing gets easier so you can actually bring more balance to the being and the doing. It brings together business and personal. So, what does that mean? It brings together business and personal. We are not just developing business skills for you, we're not just bringing in experts to do that. What we are doing is helping you. There's a layer of a CEO mindset strategy that'll come into play. And it's not just me. I'm bringing a whole team with me because why? I need balance. I got to lead by example. So we're bringing in a who I call a master mindset strategist for CEOs. We're bringing in a productivity coach. Why is that important? Because if you're more productive at work and you utilize your calendar more effectively, you can show up for those personal responsibilities. You don't have to keep missing recitals. You don't have to keep forgetting about the game tonight. You don't have to keep forgetting that it's your turn to bake for the bake sale. If that's the thing, that would not be my thing. I would go by. But you won't be forgetting those things. And you won't feel like there's such a consistent tug of war. That old adage of you can't have it all is a lie. That's a lie. What does having it all look like for you? Nobody started a business because they were like, you know what? I think I want my family to feel alienated and neglected, and I'm gonna build a business because that's what nobody goes into building a business like that. You had a vision, you had a whole thing, a whole vision where I'm gonna start my business. I'll be able to spend more time with so and so. I'll be able to do more things for my parents. Lord, don't let them see this video. You will be able to do these things and travel these places, and you haven't done any of that because all you've done at this point is build the blocks, build the blocks, build the blocks. And you're at a good point. Congratulations. But now it's time for you to make sure you're flourishing across the board and not just in your business. So, like I said, mindset, productivity coach, we're having a life coaching specialist come in. And this is in addition to the business things that you need, like having somebody to come in and talk to you about business insurance. What if you were like me and you hit the wrong button and you took your website down for a day or more? How does that impact your business? Do you have the proper insurance for that? Do you have medical insurance as an entrepreneur? These are the things that we don't think about when we hang our shingle. So we're having people come in and talk about that. And then this part, we'll have someone come in and provide information and data on how to document your processes. Documenting your processes is major because if you decided to go on a Caribbean vacation for 30 days, they don't have to bother you because it's in the book. There's already a process for that. There's already team members who are familiar with that. And that's the other thing. We're going to talk to you about who you are as a leader. We have a whole myriad of assessments we're going to go through, one of which is a wealth assessment, where we take assessment of your pricing and make sure you're not stressing yourself out because you're doing all of these things, but you're only charging this thing, right? We're going to look at holistically how healthy is your organization. Is your model right for what it is you're trying to accomplish? Is your organization healthy in that? Do you have the right team members in place? I said yesterday, we are so quick to hire a VA and then not give them any work. What we really needed was a COO or maybe a CFO, or maybe we needed an operations manager or a virtual business manager, but we went and got a VA. Even when you're hiring those people, what do you have to know? You have to know the type of people that you need, the type of leader that you are. So we're going to assess your strengths as a leader so that you have a better understanding of who you need to hire and how you need to hire them. Are they contractors? Are they freelancers? Are they full-time? And then we talk about the logistics of your business. We assess that. How do you deliver what it is that you deliver? Because if it only boils down to you, that's a problem. If you are the only person that can deliver what it is that you're selling, your bandwidth is limited. You can only get your arms around so many clients, so many customers before somebody's going to feel like they're not being served. And one of the things, one of my mottos people will tell you is, I love to say, I got to serve the hell out of people. So That part. And then there is just you as an executive, the assessment of you as an executive, your strengths, your habits, your time off. Are you on the payroll? All of that information. So that spells out whole if you didn't know. All of that information you need so that you can make better business decisions. So, like I said, we're assessing the whole CEO. We're getting deep off into your business. Hey, Megan, we're getting deep off into your business, but we're helping you on the personal side. Another person that I'm going to have come in, and I'm so excited. It's a whole list of people that will be coming in to serve the hell out of you. Is someone who helps make sure that we're communicating effectively. Lord have mercy. I have learned in running a business, being a parent, and being a wife, and being a child, that how people need me to communicate varies. And what I can't do if those relationships matter is say, well, this is how I communicate. You just got to get it. What I have to do is understand how I communicate and shift accordingly. I'm not going to talk to a 6-year-old about creating SOPs, but I'm also not about to have a whole conversation with my husband about how to tie your shoes. Different delivery, different conversation. I'm just saying, these are things that we need across the board as leaders, as people who are holding the vision for businesses, but as parents, as wives, as all of the things that we are as a whole being. So, if you feel like the whole CEO mastermind is for you, I encourage you to apply. Who is it for? This mastermind is for women who have been in business full time at least 3 years. Now, you may be working a full-time job and operating a full-time business, and God bless you. You're going to need some help with some balance. Some things are going to have to give. So, again, women who've been in business at least 3 years, you are seeing some returns in your business. It's coming together, so congratulations, but you're tired. You tired. You want to throw it all away. You're like, you know what? Maybe that job wasn't so bad. That's really the last time I had a vacation. That's not high, which Tish just told me the kids don't say that. But that's not the goal. You didn't build a business to tie yourself to a desk. The other thing is you know that you want to take your business higher, but you can't do it doing what you've been doing. You don't have the bandwidth. And you don't have the right people on your team. The last thing I will say, and I forgot to mention this about the whole CEO mastermind, is this. There is a whole CEO retreat that is included in the mastermind. What does that mean? Usually when you're in a mastermind, there are some retreats that are included or that are attached. Notice the difference, not included, but attached. That means you pay whatever you pay for the mastermind, and then you have to figure out your travel and all of that for the retreat part. The whole CEO mastermind is not like that. Once you invest and you're a part of the membership, the mastermind, it's included. All you got to do is show up. All you got to do is show up at the airport. You got your ticket. Everything is taken care of because you don't have time for another layer of stress. Now, here's the beauty of that. If for whatever reason, and I'm not going to tell you where we're going just yet because I want to keep that private to the people who are accepted. But if you were to decide, you know what, I want to balance this trip out. My ticket, my room, and all of that is already paid for. I want to bring my best friend, or I want to bring my spouse. I want to bring my children or my child. All you got to worry about is them. And you have the time to plan that out. See the difference? It's not, oh, you're in the mastermind, hope to see you at the retreat. It's a whole different situation. It's a whole different person. It's a whole different vibe because we want to make sure you're supported professionally and personally. So that's why I want to take this time and slow it down because y'all know I can talk real fast and make sure you understood the heart behind it. If you want to apply, the whole CEO mastermind.com is where you apply. And I'll make sure that I tag that and put that in the comments and all of that. If you come back on the replay, make sure that you drop hashtag replay. Let me know you came back. And I'm going to leave you with this question. Can you afford to keep doing business the way that you have? Where you are neglecting your personal, you're neglecting your person too. Is this the business you will want to pass off to a loved one? When my hair was falling off, I wouldn't have wanted to pass that off to my kids. My goodness. Like, oh my goodness, no. So if you've built a business that you wouldn't feel proud, excited, and comfortable to pass off to someone that you love, because it wouldn't be a gift, it would be more of an affliction or an infliction on them, then we need to talk. We need to talk. Okay? So I'm going to let you guys go. Again, if you want more information on the mastermind and you want to apply, I am inviting you to apply. We officially start January 10th, 2022. However, if you sign up now, I have some special things lined up for you. You won't just be sitting waiting. We're going to start those assessments early. Those 5, it's actually 6 assessments, because you're also going to get a marketing audit. If you've never seen or heard about my marketing audit, it's the real deal. It'll help you figure out where you're losing money in your marketing. And that's important. It's a whole part of the process. But anyway, so if this is for you, go to the whole CEO, WHOLE, CEO mastermind.com and apply. I would love to see your application come through. All right, guys, I will see y'all later. Y'all have a great rest of your day.